She filed a power of attorney with the mortgage company in which she said that within 60 days of closing on this property, she would become a legal resident of the Commonwealth of Virginia. The problem with that, of course, is that that would make her constitutionally ineligible to be the Attorney General of New York. And actually, I checked New York state law. The way it works is if you move out of state, the office is automatically vacated. There isn't even a hearing. So only one of two things can be true. Either she moved, in which case she's not eligible to be AG, or she didn't move, in which case she is guilty of mortgage fraud. That would be interesting if that was just the first case, but you go all the way back to her first mortgage, one that she got when she was 24 years old, fresh out of Howard University. She claimed that her father was her husband in order to use his balance sheet and his finances to qualify for the mortgage, and the mortgage was granted. If you look on the mortgage, it lists Tish James and her father Robert James as man and wife, but if you look at the title on the property, it correctly lists them as father and daughter. It's mortgage fraud. Then there's another instance in which she got a property in Virginia under a HAMP loan, a federal loan, that was specifically for investment properties of less than 4 units. So she qualified for and got this loan, but I had somebody go look at the property. It has 5 units, not eligible. So I guess the bottom line of this is pretty clear, at least as far as mortgages are concerned. Letitia James says that no person is above the law, except for evidently for her.
Right.
Now, this doesn't even go into the serial cover-up of sexual assault by her chief of staff, happens to be a Muslim, in which she clearly moved to cover that up. This lawsuit by at least one of these 3 women was filed in 2022. Only weeks ago, the appeals court in New York, dominated by Democrats, dismissed not the suit, but the suit against her.
Right.
So she's not being held responsible. And then you have the other really troubling question of how she financed her campaign for Attorney General. Most of that money came through the Democrat payment processing company, Act Blue. What they do, John, is they turn off the credit card verification where you have to match the address of the cardholder, and they basically funneled millions of dollars into her campaign from donors who either don't really exist, or when you contact them, when you go to their doorstep and you show them the 27 contributions they gave to Letitia James, they say to you, who? What?
Right.
What are you talking about?
Right.
So she's a fraud. And the irony of this is that she tried to hold Donald Trump to a false standard. She used a law which has never been used, claiming that he inflated the value of his assets in order to make commercial real estate loans, all of which got paid back on time, and the people who loaned Trump the money made $40 million profit, and they would do the loan again tomorrow.
Of course.
So I think she's in big trouble. She has now filed a bunch of lawsuits, and she's trying to distract attention from this, but it won't work. Late today, there was a story that the Federal Home Loan Finance Administration has reviewed all of her mortgage documents, and they've made a referral to the U.S. Justice Department.
Beautiful.
So we shall see.
Beautiful.